Jimmie's Chicken Shack, Pushing the Salmonilla Envelope. It was 1997, it was kind of the post-grunge phase, and in the midst of all these up-and-coming strange new bands, we have the return of Jimmie's Chicken Shack, after a 2-year hiatus no less, with a little album called Pushing the Salmonilla Envelope. Let me just start this off by saying that as a little 10-year-old kid running around listening to songs on the radio, it wasn't every day that I actually paid attention to what was coming from the radio speakers. I mean, it was 1997, so at the time I was really getting into Sevendust and a lot of other bands like that, but then I heard the song Dropping Anchor on the radio, which was from this album. It hit the airwaves, and I was like, who is this, Mom? This is awesome. Then she was like, it's Jimmie's Chicken Shack, you like it? I was like, hell yeah, this is awesome. So in a nutshell, I was completely hooked into the sound of the band. And I remember us going to the store and getting the cassette tape of the album and blaring it in the house and in the car for like 2 weeks straight. And I must say, every single song on the record is great. It's meaningful, the mixing is polished, the instruments and vocals sound good, the album sounds clean, and what I like the most about it, and this is a big key factor when I rate these albums, all of the songs sound different from one another, but they all seem to mesh together perfectly at the same time to form an overall perfect journey, a perfect album. And that's really what I love about this album. The songs sound different, but they all seem like they come from the same place. Cut from the same cloth, if you will. Kind of like when you see brothers and sisters and you're kind of like, they all look different, but they all look kind of the same. Anyways, I remember back in 1998 we went to the Florida 98 Fire Aid concert out in North Florida somewhere. There was a bunch of bands playing there for charity in order to help with the fires that were going on in Florida that year. Anyways, the concert was awesome. I'm pretty sure Drain played there and we saw them and they seemed awesome. Or maybe it was Hole. I think it was Drain. Anyways, it was the chick band, and they were good. And the only other band there that played that we saw that I remember is Jimmie's Chicken Shack. And towards the end of their set, I remember the lead singer was taking pictures of the crowd with this disposable camera. And I guess it stopped working, so he got really pissed off and he just chucked the camera out into the crowd and someone caught it, and it was awesome. Sevendust was supposed to headline the festival later that night, but we had to leave early, so I was fucking pissed. But we saw Jimmie's Chicken Shack, the band we went there to see. They have good music, they're great live, haven't really caught up with the band and what they're doing nowadays. But I need to. But alas, Pushing the Salmonilla Envelope is the perfect post-90s grunge album, and a perfect album all around and overall. So, Salmonilla Envelope gets a 10. 10 out of 10. A perfect score. Congratulations to Jimmie's Chicken Shack on that perfect score. Jimmie's Chicken Shack, Pushing the Salmonilla Envelope, 10 out of 10.